All right, how's it going, everybody? So we are going to get moving with the circuit here. We're going to start by rolling out. Kelly's using the foam roller. We have like this plastic pipe thing that's part of a toy. I'm just using that this morning. You can do same work with either one. So we're going to start just by rolling out your hips, just like Kelly is. So if you're using a tool or something at home, you can just use that and rolling back and forth or going back and forth over your tissues there, over the muscle. The nice thing about the foam roller is that you have your body weight to help you out, but sometimes this can get into spots that the foam roller can't get into. So let's roll, so we rolled out both cheeks. Let's go down one side of your leg. Good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Ted. How are you? Good to see you guys this morning. So let's move on to the back of your legs here, just kind of giving everything a once over. Sometimes even the skin friction. So if you're using a tool like this, sometimes even the skin friction will be enough to sort of bring blood flow to the area. That's actually some therapeutic techniques where they just kind of scrape your skin until it gets red. Is your back cracking? Okay, let's roll out on your back. So your shoulder blades are going on the roller, rolling back and forth. Can't use this for that. And as you're down there, we're going to use the foam roller. Let's put the roller next to you here. And let's roll out your groin first. So the roller will be next to you, parallel to your body. Bring your knee up. You're going to prop your knee up on top. And make sure you're getting each part of the inside of your thigh. So the part out by your knee, the part in the middle, and then the part closest to your midline. Let's switch and do the other side. Okay, so as the roller's there on the floor, we're going to, actually, you know what? We're going to do everything from all fours today. All right, so we'll start on all fours. And let's bring that foot up across in front of you for a pigeon stretch. So we're stretching the outside of your hip here. And go ahead and switch. And good. So from that, all fours, we're just going to go bringing your heel up. So you're going to push your heel up towards the ceiling, then bring your knee forward, heel up towards the ceiling, knee forward. So we're just taking your hip through a range of motion here. Try to freeze your belly so we're not dropping your low back as you do it. So there shouldn't be a lot of like spine extending here. Don't let this drop. Your belly's strong. Good. So the whole goal is to keep your belly strong. pushing your heel up towards the ceiling without dropping your lower back into like a arched back. Once you're done with 10 on that side, we'll go 10 on the other side. Pushing that heel up towards the ceiling. Should be feeling this mostly in your cheek. If you're getting it in your hamstring or even cramping in your hamstring, that's kind of a sign that you're overusing your hamstring and not using your glute enough. All right, so now we're going to go back to the original leg. We'll go out to the side. So same rules apply at the hips here. We're trying not to open everything all the way up. We're just going straight out to the side. And we'll go 10 each side. Try to keep your hips level and flat as you go. Ten on one side, 10 on the other. Last one from this all fours position. We're going to bring left knee to left elbow and then reach back and across. So you're trying to reach as far back and across as you can. Left knee to left elbow, reaching as far back as you can. Left knee to left elbow. As we go along here, we're going to do 10. As you go along, you should start to feel this in your, not so much in the moving leg, but in the supporting leg. You're going to be reaching out across your midline. We'll do 10 on one side, 10 on the other.
My shoulders like drop or keep my arms straight.
Yeah, you can let your arms bend here to help you reach a little bit farther. Remember, we're going 10 on each side. Once you finish up one side, go ahead and move to the other. All right, last one from this all fours position. We're gonna reach underneath. So take one hand, you're gonna reach in between your leg and other arm. So like under your armpit, reaching with your palm up. We're gonna take that arm and rotate up and try to turn your chest out and point your fingertips at the ceiling. So let's do 6 each side. Remember, this is more about getting your chest turned than it is about really hyperextending your shoulder there. Okay. Last one, or let's go ahead and stand up. So find a spot around you where you can, so if Kelly was a corner or something like that, should be able to put your hand on the corner and step in and stretch out your chest here. We've been doing a lot of push-ups the last few days, so we want to make sure we get a good chest stretch. Yeah, so you can go ahead and use that and then turn. Whatever side you're stretching, step forward with that side. Good. So we're just holding a stretch here. You should feel a stretch in the front of your chest, maybe in the front of your shoulder. You're going to take that same wall, that same thing. So instead of stretching, putting your hand on it and stretching with a straight arm, you're going to bend 90 degrees at your elbow and stretch the same. Do the same stretch, just with the bent arm. check in, make sure you're not arching your low back with this too. You want to tilt your hips. Still try to point your tailbone down at the floor. All right, let's go to the other side. Straight arm first. Remember, whatever side you're stretching, step forward with that leg. You can kind of play with how high and low your hand is here too. So see what feels best for you. All right, with the bent arm, stay up nice and tall, keeping that tailbone tucked down towards the ground. And good, relax. All right. So standing up nice and tall, you're just gonna pull your toe up towards you, hinge over at your hips. You're just getting that stretch down the back of your leg. And switch it up. Good, see, so we're gonna take your hand, grab your shoelaces or your foot, whichever you got going on. So a little balance challenge here. So we're gonna stretch your quad and hinge at the same time. So we're hinging over, coming up. Let's do 5 on each side. If you need a wall next to you, put your fingertips on the wall, help you out. Trying to keep your hips nice and square, pointing down, belly button pointing down at the floor. All right, last one here, feet are wide. Just getting alternating groin stretches here. Just stretching out. Let's go 6 to each side. More of a stretch here than work. So while you're finishing that up, I'll tell you about today's circuit. Today's circuit will take, probably 25 minutes from here on in. By the time we're done explaining everything, we're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest. We've got a series of 5 exercises. We're going to go through it 4 times with a minute rest in between each one. So technically 24 minutes. So the first one, about 40 seconds sounds like a lot, but we're going to be kind of doing each side. So it's kind of 20 seconds each side. The first one is a squat and press. So kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you got, whatever kind of weight you got. If you don't have weight, that's okay too. Grab something, grab a can of soup and press it up over your head. But squat and press. So we're going to squat down, come up and press, squat down, come up and press. Okay, so whatever speed you want, I'll call the halfway point. Now, at that time, you'll switch the weight to the other side. Squat down, press, squat down, and press. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, plank, knee to opposite elbow. So you're gonna go push-up position. So you're in this push-up position. You're gonna bring your knee up to your opposite elbow and then alternate. So we're going 40 seconds. It's kind of a turn. You're gonna think about getting your thigh parallel to the ground, right? So instead of being here, really wanna turn and get it up here. So knee to opposite elbow. 40 seconds there at your speed. Then you're gonna roll over for a floor press. Third exercise is a floor press. 2 ways you can do this. You can either do it with your hips on the floor and just pressing here, kettlebell or dumbbell. And at 20 seconds, you'll switch sides. You can also add the hips in and just push up like this and push from there. Okay, so that's the floor press. Side bridge, hinge. So we'll go elbow on the floor, only one leg on the ground, your other leg's gonna be elevated. Doesn't have to reach up towards the ceiling or anything, just off of your bottom leg. So from here, your hips are gonna be back. If you're using a mat or something like that, you can judge by, draw a line between your elbow and your knee. Your hips are gonna be back, and then you're coming up and forward. Back and down, up and forward. So we'll go 20 seconds here. We'll go 20 seconds on the other side. Last one, upright row. If you're using a kettlebell, you'll have hands close. If you're using a dumbbell, you can either go hands close or hold the dumbbell sideways and hold each side, yeah. So all we're doing here is thinking about pulling your elbows up to your ear level. Okay, so we'll go 20 seconds of an upright row. Sorry, 40 seconds of upright row. Okay, so I'll remind you as we go through here, we'll have 20 seconds rest in between each one. All right, so enough talking for me. You ready? So squat and press is first. Squat and press is first. Ready? And here we go. And let's switch. Five seconds left. And relax. It is.
Heaters on?
You want to turn it off?
Yeah. Been on all day.
Okay. 5 seconds. We've got plank with opposite knees here. Ready, go. So your hips are going to turn here. Try not to turn it into a push-up. Arms should stay straight. Halfway there. Five seconds. And relax. That's going to get hard. You can use this.
Pressing, right?
Yeah, floor press is next. And go. Remember, you can either do this hips on the floor or hips in the air. Halfway there. Just halfway. Five seconds. And relax, good. So side bridge hinge is next. Should be feeling this kind of like a side plank, but also more in your hips too. So to start off, you're going to bring your knees up about 45 degrees. Yeah, or I should say your hips. Okay, we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hips come up and forward and back and down. And switch sides. 5 seconds. And relax. Good. Last one here, upright row. On the side bridge, make sure it's not just reaching your hips down towards the ground. We want to hinge back, so it's back and down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway there. Five seconds. And relax. Good. Okay, so that's round one. We're going to go through that 3 more times for a total of 4. Squat and press. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Ten seconds left. Time. Good. 20 seconds rest. Knee to opposite elbow here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Man, that's hard. My legs. Feel that more in my upper body. 10 seconds rest. Okay, rolling over for a floor press. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Switch. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Side bridge hinge. Should feel a burn in your hip here mostly. 10 seconds to rest. Ready, and go. Feeling this in the outside of your hip. Reaching back and down towards the mat. Switch. 5 seconds left. Time. All right, upright rows. Five, 4, 3, and here we go. Elbows should always be higher than hands here. Halfway. Try to keep good posture through this. It's easy to slump forward. Make sure your shoulders are staying nice and wide. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Okay. We're going to get into the next circuit here. Next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat and press. And switch. Make sure your squat stays right down the middle. Don't let yourself shift off to the side, even though the weight's on one side. And time. Okay, plank position or push-up position. Knee to opposite elbow. Ready, and go. Halfway. Five. And time. Good. Floor press. Remember, you can do this with hips on the floor or hips in the air. 10 seconds to rest. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Go ahead and switch. As you're going through this, if you're counting your reps, now's the time where you're kind of trying to get back to that same number of reps, even though you're getting tired. So we've got one more time to go through. Try to match your reps on each side. 5 seconds. And relax. Okay, side bridge. These side bridges are really good hip conditioning, really good core strengthening, especially for people who have back stuff going on. All right, here we go. Ten seconds. And time. Let's switch sides. Make sure hips are coming all the way forward. Push them all the way forward at the top. And time. Last one in round 3, upright row. Standing up nice and tall, make sure elbows are getting higher than hands. Elbows should be staying higher than hands on this one. And here we go. Still trying to keep shoulders nice and wide. "15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, last time through. I know I said we were going to take a minute in between each set here, but let's go hard and get it done. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, done.
I disagree. The row is nice.
Really?
Yes. My arms are gasping.
4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Don't be surprised if you're sore in the shoulders here after this. Lots of stabilizing and pressing. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. 4 press. Halfway. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, side bridge hinge. 2 exercises to go here. Minute and a half of work. Okay, ready, and go. Make sure bringing hips all the way forward at the top. Five seconds left. And switch. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay. Last 40 seconds of work. Try to stay nice and tall through these. Elbows stay higher than hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Halfway. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Okay. Well, that's all we got for today. Thanks for joining. I put everybody on mute today because I figured out that as you're watching the videos, if other people are talking or making noise or something, it pops to them and they can't see the demonstration. So thank you all for joining us. Appreciate having you. See you later. Oh, 5 o'clock social, or sorry, 5:45 happy hour tonight. It's going to be a Zoom call. Check the Facebook page, the members Facebook page for the Zoom link. You'll also get an email around 11:30 this afternoon or this morning with that link. So it's the same link as the 5:30 circuits. So cool down on your own. Hopefully you'll join us for the, 5 o'clock circuit tonight. Hopefully you'll join us for the happy hour. I'm not exactly sure how it'll go, but we can give it a shot. All right.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon.